Welcome to another episode of Believe in Falcons. I don't know why I'm smiling. I guess I'm smiling so I don't cry because it's painfully painful right now what we're witnessing because in years past I used to say, don't get your expectations too high because you will get crushed and you'll feel worse for it because you had expectations. The best way to never get hurt is to never expect anything, which is a sad way to look at things, but that's how most Falcons fans operated for years past, but not this year, Mike. This year was different. This year, they weren't going to hurt us. This year, they weren't going to, get us all excited just to let us down real hard. Not this year.
Not this year, huh?
But unfortunately, the last two games has been what Falcons fans have unfortunately grown to expect. A team letting us down in big situations. And I, fortunately and unfortunately, got to see it up close and in person. Now, it was an amazing trip. I got to be a part of the Falcons Flyway. Second year in a row. Went to Detroit last year. Went to Denver this year. We lost against Detroit. We lost again this year. I was like, is it me? Is it me? But no, one of the sponsorship people was like, yeah, we haven't won a Falcons Flyway since 2018. I said, maybe we should stop going. Maybe we should stop bringing all the sweet holders and going to – actually, don't stop that. It was an amazing experience. But it just sucks that you bring – all of the biggest Falcons supporters and the big names, the AT&T and this group and that group and the Home Depots and all the CEOs and the important people, and we're all going on the same plane and the same bus and in the hotel. And we have a nice little cocktail hour. And it was me, Brian Scott, Keenan Forney, Alan Rossum, and our boy Jarius Norwood, and we all brought our spouses. Well, Brian Scott, his wife, Maish, couldn't make it, so he brought his daughter. So it was just a nice time for us to get back, talk football. And the sponsors really enjoyed it because we were telling all types of old stories. I told about 18,000 Michael Turner stories. Like, tell me about Mike. I said, he likes to take long walks in the park. He likes to go on hikes. He likes to go on caves. Like, I never knew that. So it was a great time to really engage with just really big Falcons fans. But as much fun as it was getting there, we were rah-rah, six-boom Bob. We're going to rebound from a Saints loss that was painful. And we had to watch there. We had to sit there in really nice suites with really nice food and watch our Falcons just like flounder. It was like one of those things where you're like, hey, turn it off, man. Like this is a Tyson fight. Turn this thing off. It's bad. And it looks bad. And as much as we wanted to have something to cheer for, next to nothing to cheer for the whole game. And then it got like ugly. And then people were saying like, can we leave and beat the traffic? But like, no, we gotta wait. And so it was a great experience, except for the game. Besides that, I hope they keep on inviting me because it was a chance for me and my wife to have time without the kids and just enjoy being out and being adults. But man, it's something that we can't do again because we're too good for this, man. We're too good. And Mike, you were supposed to be at the game, right? You were going to come.
Yeah, man. I was supposed to be at the game, man. I got all the way to the airport, and I didn't have my ID.
You didn't have what?
My ID, my driver's license.
You're 42, right?
Yeah.
42 years old. You know, as much as I want to get on you about this, and I have a lot of jokes I want to give to you, I've done the same thing. I think every American has done that same thing to where you have your keys, you have this and that, and you feel like you have everything, and you show up to the airport, and you don't have your ID. I did it with my kids, which is even worse, where I didn't have my ID. I forgot my kid's passport. We were going to the Bahamas, and it was a whole big thing. We missed our flight and connection. So, yeah, I want to get on you about that, but I can't. So what'd you do? You got to the airport, no ID, and you're like, crap.
Oh, crap. Turned around, I looked up other flights for all airlines. Everything was sold out. I was like, I thought I would be able to find one seat somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But every airline was sold out flying to Denver Sunday morning. So hopefully it was a lot of Falcons fans on these flights, but I just couldn't believe it. I was like, why is everybody? I know one reason why everybody could be going to Denver on a Sunday morning, to go straight to the game. They had the same plan as me. But it was unfortunate, man. I just ended up going to church, man.
You should have prayed harder. I should have prayed harder.
I should have prayed harder. I should have prayed for the Falcons. I should have prayed for the Falcons.
God didn't hear that prayer.
No.
It was rough, Mike. And we're going to talk about the game not too long because it's painful to talk about. But we're going to talk about the game and the bye week and what we got to do to get right. But before that, let's give our sponsors some love. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the game as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC and MMA, head to BetOnline today to get on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here. And our game we forgot to start our game because we just never got into gear. Being there in person, the first drive wasn't bad. Like we sputtered a little bit, but Ray got some passes, Mooney caught some passes, Drake, we were moving the ball. It seemed like we're in this. We're gonna bounce back from that Saints embarrassment. And then it all fell apart, Mike. And I was way up. We had a little TV so we can see the replays, but we were way up there. I was looking at the little dots and watching them move around and seeing just the energy of the team. We weren't there. I was like, there's no way we can be flat twice in a row, 2 games in a row.
Right.
I don't know if it was the elevation. I don't know if it was the altitude and the lack of air, and they were used to it or not, but we just did not seem like we had that energy.
I guarantee it has something to do with the air for the young guys. Because whenever it's your first time playing in Denver, it's going to be rough. You cannot. There's no way you can prepare for that. It's going to be rough. So games like that, man, you got to look to the vets to kind of like keep them into it. Make sure every guy got the mask on. Don't panic because that makes it worse. Yeah, I've seen some guys. Yeah, they're like, oh, what's going on? I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'll never get it back. I'll never get it back. You know what I'm saying? I've seen guys. Calm down. But like I said, it's so disappointing, man. Even coming after the Saints, man, you would think we'll come out with some fight into us. Knowing we got the bye week next week. Like, all right, this is our last. Let's look good before take vacation. But I told you, man, that game before the bye is tricky, man. You guys, you don't know where the guys' heads at, But I thought we really had a chance because we were just coming off a loss and a bad Saints loss. So hopefully this is not a sign that the Saints broke us. Tell you the truth.
What had me concerned, Mike, is that I just felt like we have started so fast, and I talk about all the time. After Seattle talked about back-to-back losses don't happen with good veteran-led teams, well-coached teams, and we're a good veteran-led, well-coached team. Yeah, we have a lot of great young players, but we have enough strong adults in the room that are going to say, guys, like, yeah, we messed up last time. We're not doing that again. We're going to figure out exactly what we did wrong, whether it's energy, whether it's pacing, whether it's play calling. We're going to talk to the coordinators. We're going to figure this stuff out. You don't have a team that has the caliber of players we have and lose back-to-back. So I'm like, it's not happening. And it happened. So I'm just confused. Like everybody, it was just 5 of us, and it was about 60, 70, 80 of sponsors and their spouses. They were asking us like, what happened? And I was trying to play analyst right there in the middle of the game. I'm the player. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
And so their defense, we knew their defense was good. Talked about it before the game in our last pod. We knew their defense was one of the top in sacks and pressures and hurries. And we also knew our offense, Kirk Cousins, he's not his best when being pressured or hurt, or no one's the best being sacked. And so it was their strength versus our strength. Our offense is pretty good, minus a couple games, and their defense is really good. Their strength, they outdid us. And they slowed down Bijan. I don't think Tyler Algier had even a carry.
Probably two.
Yeah, he was non-existent. And Bijan, he was a semi-bright spot. He when he gets the ball, he can do electric things. But when we're down by that much, Bijan can't run a 50-yard pass.
We got the game. Yeah, we got the game. So we got to throw every down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what defensive ends, they get their ears pinned back. And defensive coordinator can call some blitzes. They can play around with us now. They can do anything they want. It really got ugly in the second half, man. It really got ugly.
But what happened?
It's 21-6. I don't know. Was they out at dinner with y'all the night before? Did y'all have them at the dinner too?
They were not there the night before. I was
drinking wine. Y'all drinking those fine wines the night before. Had something to play a sip on that. You know what I'm saying? What was going on, man?
I don't know, man. We had just the former players.
Oh, the dispensaries out there too. The dispensaries.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was Denver or like the things Denver comes with it. But it made no sense. And I had not 1 or 2, 3 or 4 dozens of the people just, while I'm eating my little chicken tenders and my honey mustard, and while I'm getting my adult beverage, people ask like, "Hey, so what's going on? Can we turn it around? We still have time." I'm like, I don't feel good about this one. I said, I don't know what it is, but like, I don't think we have it in us.
Right.
Like, are the players quit? Like, fourth quarter's coming. Are the players quitting? Do you guys quit at this moment? I was like, I don't think anybody ever quits. Like, some players who don't have it in them, they may not know how to fight, but no one wants to quit. Like, we all got contracts, we got families, we got coaches who yell at us. The eye in the sky does not lie. So I don't care if it's the fourth quarter. We're still trying to go as hard as possible. But I didn't think we had a chance to come back. I didn't think we had it in us to come back just because of what I saw the first, second, and third quarter. I was hoping, I was wishing, but I didn't think we did because it was just ugly on all levels. Like, the only thing that went right was kicking. Younghoe Koo came back and said, hey, y'all wanted to cut me. I'll make my field goals. Now what y'all doing? Right. Younghoe Koo get out of town talk. Talking about that to Kirk or to defense or to. Caden Nels played pretty good on defense, but besides that, of course, Jesse Bates, Wake Forest alumni, played well, but it's just, as a team, we got eviscerated. Like, our bend but don't break. I don't understand that being our strategy all the time. We were just off so much, and receivers went up 5 yards, went across the middle, caught the ball. They were doing whatever they wanted, and I'm not a defensive specialist. You might be, but I don't know why we didn't change what we were doing, because it didn't work in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. None of the quarters did we actually shut them down. I felt like.
I mean, we just didn't have it in us. As far as let's go back to the quitting thing. It's no quitting, but we all know reality. Like, we don't have enough time to come back. It gets to the point where like we're down too big to come back. Now it's we're just out here playing and just playing to be playing now. Not really knowing. Knowing the game is like pretty much getting out of hand. Mm-hmm. It's 38-6, man. Or what I'm saying, it's getting up 28-6, 35-6. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just going on and on and on. It was just like a slow burn, man. And like going into halftime, that's what we really need. We were down 21-6 halftime.
Yeah.
So we thought that third quarter was very important. We had to show something that third quarter, because I don't know what speech was said at halftime. But it didn't work. It didn't work. So, I mean, kudos to them. Maybe it's a Sean Payton thing. That, what I'm saying? Maybe that's played to a factor that he wanted to whoop us too, because he used to.
What? How did I forget about that? I forgot that, like, Sean Payton, the coach of the hated Saints and probably hates us just as much, was like, hey, I know it's not the Saints-Falcons rivalry, but the Saints beat us. And he's like, let me call the Saints up. Hey, how'd you do it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, how'd you do it? You're right. He gave the easy. You're right. They definitely got some friends back there. They got all the know exactly what to attack, exactly how to do it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna exchange notes, man.
And he's a good coach.
You gotta look at that. He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
He's a good coach. And that with wanted to beat us bad. He gave us his best shot, and it was more than good enough, man. It was
right. He wanted to ruin our bye week, man. He ruined our bye week, man.
Mission
accomplished, big time.
It's like people were telling me, they're asking like, so what do players do at a time like this? Like, because we were we were laughing, but we were just we had our wives with us, and we were just talking and laughing. And what was it? Alan Ross, the elder statesman, he was like, "Hey, shh, quiet. We're supposed to be quiet." I was like, right. Quiet. They lost. We didn't lose. They supposed to be quiet. They should be laughing and drinking and galloping. Right. I didn't do anything wrong. If I could have played, I would have. I did.
Right. We can't play for them. We can't
be quiet on our plane. He's like,
no, we're not walking through those doors. We're not walking through those doors, man. We're not walking through that locker room, man. We can't. It's nothing we can do about it. So
no, but I feel
it was just ugly house.
I feel for the team because you're right. The bye week would be so much sweeter. We get that win. I played almost 10 years. You play 8-9 years. It's just like that bye week. You want to really rest because your body's tired. You've been beat up. You've been going since mini camp, training camp, and you can't rest like you want to when you got that L, sitting right on top of your head, just weighing you down. The L just beating you up.
Two of them, Ovie. Two of them.
Back-to-back L's. Just two L's getting you up.
By Saints first, then Sean, then the former Saints coach. Right.
You're gonna
be bad for 2 weeks.
Hey, good game. except for the last 2 games. So, hey, how you doing? How you planning on coming back? Like, you can't go to Home Depot, to Kroger,
nothing.
McDonald's. You can't go nowhere without somebody saying, hey, what's going on? What's wrong?
You're right.
What you guys do?
Right.
People would really come up to me and have conversations. Like, I'm sitting in my little booth at Wendy's trying to get my little biggie bag, and somebody was, hey, you mind if I talk to you about the game? I'm a big Falcons fan. I just don't know what's going on. I said, ma'am, I'm eating my fries. I just want to eat my fries. Leave me alone. It probably happened to you more and Roddy and poor Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, this week is not going to be fun for them. As fun. I mean, they're going to go off and find their
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. It's not going to feel good. It shouldn't.
No,
if they got some pride. But as you were saying, I was getting contacted during the game. I had a friend that I was supposed to meet up with. Randy, he's a Denver Bronco fan, lives out in Colorado. Shout out to Randy. He's going to tune into the show, and he was just texting me. Now I don't mean to rub it in, man, but
as I rub it in, I don't mean to rub it in, dog. Get out of here, man.
Right? Yeah, it is ugly, man. It's like, so he had a good time, and he was with his family and stuff, and they was just calling me it was bad, man. It was bad. It was a good game for me to miss, I guess.
Yes, if you were choosing one to miss, this is probably right on up there.
You're right.
Another semi, because trying to find some silver linings, it's hard to find them. But our boy Judon got a sack. We've been on Matthew Judon about, hey, this young boy's doing better than you, and you got the red sleeves and looking all clean and everything, but you ain't producing anything. So he probably heard not just us, but heard everyone talk about it. I know he want, as a vet, you want to go in there and produce. On it. So he got a sack, pushed the dude into the quarterback. Quarterback slipped and fell down, but it's still a sack.
Mm-hmm.
That was it, though. That was it. Like right now,
I'm not even going to count that sack. I'm not counting that.
I mean, it's better than not getting a sack. Well,
okay, he's not going to remember that 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, he ain't going to remember that one sack he had that he barely got.
We have 10 sacks in 11 games. If we continue on this track, we're projected to have like around 16 sacks for the season. That would be the lowest mark in this league has seen since 2018, and we tie for 11th worst in history. If we're on record for record-breaking horrible sackness. Like, it's just it's not good, and we've gotten used to it. And I try to say, look how good we're doing, even though we're not sacking anybody. Imagine when we do, but we can't play playoff caliber defenses. Like, our whole thing is, hey, get to the playoffs, win a game. After that, everything's gravy. If I want to get to the playoffs and win a game, that's Ovie standard that I've had since minicamp. After we've got Kirk and Simmons and Judon, playoffs, win a game. If we can't beat playoff caliber defenses like this, Mike, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad because we're trying to be a playoff team, can't beat playoff defenses. That's not good for us. Speaking about defenses, like, I feel like this is a great test to see how good we can be against playoff defenses, because I want to get to the playoffs. I've been saying since minicamp that we're a playoff team. Now that we got Kirko, we got Justin Simmons and Judon, all these guys, I'm like, we're good enough to get to the playoffs and win a game. But if we can't get to the quarterback, we can't play. I mean, we can't get to the quarterback if we can't beat defenses like this that are rushing the passer and that have a track record of stopping good offenses. Then we're not going to be very viable in the playoffs. And all I want to do, man, all I want to do is be dangerous in the playoffs. Get in the playoffs and be dangerous. That's it. Like, it's been a long time, and it's hard to get excited when we face top tier defenses and we do this, because I think this is the first time like 9 years Kirk Cousins has gone back to back without touchdowns. Let's not forget that. We were talking about Younghoe Koo. He's the only offense we got right now because Kirk Cousins can't score a touchdown. And it boggles my mind with the weapons we have, how we were sitting there for 4 quarters in Denver watching the game and couldn't do anything.
You know what, man? That's what I don't want this team to do. I don't want us cruising to the playoffs because we pretty much, it's pretty much still our division. Bucks lost yesterday, and so it's.
But Saints won though.
So
the Saints won.
The Saints won, but they still got a little ladder to climb. But like I said, we got to get our stuff together. We can't be lollygagging and going to the playoffs, backpedaling to the playoffs, because that doesn't go. We might as well not even make, because we're not going to get far playing the way we play.
No, I agree. And it's just, I feel for these fans, man. Like it was embarrassing against the Saints. It was even more embarrassing against Denver. And we're going to the bye. So not like, hey, we can erase this, go back, get a win on our belt. No, we got to sit in this. We created a mess, and we got to sit in this and marinate in this foolishness for a whole solid week, 2 weeks, till we get the chance to redeem ourselves. And it's
and we're coming back. We got the Chargers coming up next, so it's not going to be an easy game. You know, Jim Harbaugh.
Your team.
I mean, you know, you're right. My former team, so it's going to be a weird weekend for me. But we said that's 2 weeks from now. We're going to get to that. But hopefully, these 2 weeks, man, we got 2 weeks to get over these 2 bad losses.
Yeah, we
got to come out with some fight, man.
Yeah, we need to get healthy. You know, Mike Hughes, Darnell Mooney, Troy Anderson, as many guys as we can get healthy to come back and be healthy. We need, because at this point, the Falcons and I checked, there is a statistical chance where the Saints, we like lose everything else, they win everything else, they can still come and beat us. Like there's a chance that we can't win the division. I thought it was locked up, but no, there's a slight chance we don't win the division.
Plenty of football. Plenty of football. That's what I'm saying. We got to pile up some wins, though. We got to pile up some wins. We can't just give away games. Like we should have beat the Saints. That's the game we gave away.
Yeah,
Denver whooped us. Okay, we can't sugarcoat that.
Whoop that trick.
That was woodshed. That was woodshed alert. It took us back behind the woodshed, and you know what I'm saying, gave us a little something.
It's not good.
Like we said, we got to get healthy, man. Speaking of healthy, don't you got something with Progressive?
Yeah, man. Speaking of healthy, like in the show on this Progressive Medical Center, y'all know I talk about my boy Dr. Mughelli helped me lose 90 pounds. Like imagine this face with 90 pounds more on it. Mike didn't have to imagine it. We were friends all throughout my fat phase, and Mike didn't say anything. Mike was like, "Oh, you look good, Ovie. You look good. You think so, man? Mike, you think I'm okay? I feel good." No, none of y'all my friends. All my friends who didn't say anything when I was 325 pounds. Thankfully, Dr. Mughelli and Progressive, they said something to me. They said, "Hey, Ovie, we got a way for you to get back right." And like, hey, if you're big and you want to get your Lizzo on and you love it, you're happy, hey, body positivity, go crazy. But I was not happy with my bigness. I did not enjoy carrying around my 325 pounds. My kids enjoyed it. My wife didn't enjoy it. No one enjoyed it. So getting me on the right supplements, the right meds, the right coaching, just that encouragement, and put a meal plan together. They really kicked off me getting back to me. And if you guys want the same thing, if you're trying to improve yourself, be better, even if it's like, hey, I'm fit, I'm healthy, but you want to just optimize what you're doing. You're a weekend warrior out there playing basketball with the young kids, want to go out there and do the hiking like Mike, go to Progressive, tell them Ovie sent you, get a consultation. Consultation ain't going to cost you anything. Just talk to them, see what you need, where you want to go to. But we do have a nice little special promotion type thing. If you actually move forward with Progressive, and you want to work with them in some sort of capacity, it puts you in a drawing to go on dinner with me and Mike. So Progressive's paying for it. We're going to go pick somewhere nice. You want to go to Chops. You want to go to some nice Italian space or whatever you're thinking. Me and Mike, we don't do this often because we're very big celebrities. Like he's a big celebrity. I'm a big celebrity. Like we're millions of dollars people pay to have dinner with us. Not really. But you can have dinner. You, friend or two, come hang out with me and Mike. Go to Progressive Medical Center. Talk to Dr. Mughelli. Tell him Ovie and Mike sent you. And I think you'll be happier than I am. So with that, Mike, anything else you want to tell our fans about this team and how to think moving forward?
No, man, it's going to be a long 2 weeks, man. Long 2 weeks. Hey.
Yeah.
It's the Monday after, man. I just can't believe it was 38-6, man. I just can't believe that. 38-6. I can't get over it. I can't believe it. But yeah, I'm still hopeful. But I don't know if they had that players only meeting yet, Ovie. I don't know if they had it yet. I don't know if they had it yet.
We talked about it. And now you got to have it.
Now you got to have it. Now, see, I should have had it last week. Get ahead of it. Now it's panic mode a little bit. Like, what are we? Are we some frauds? Are we not shaping up to be all this hype that's around us? Because now it's some real questions around this team right now.
You were
real serious.
You're talking about dominating. Dominating. I just want to win the game. Like Are we going to dominate? No, let's just win the game, please. Like I don't care about dominating right now. I just want to get a W and get up out of there. So this is a time where the players' only meeting was a suggestion, and now it's not a suggestion. Like Ovie and Mike are both saying, I'm gonna call Jesse up and just say, hey, like you need to grab these guys and just say, what are we doing? Like we're way too good, way too talented, and they know this, but like I don't know if every single one of them know that this is not only unacceptable, this is embarrassing. This is unbecoming of a Falcons team that has the players and the coaching that we have. So I hope that they figure out a way to get back on track, because I'm not trying to have another disappointing season where we grab defeat out of the jaws of victory, because we're doing great. Playoffs is right there. Like we have to have a monumental, historic collapse, and the Saints or the Bucs will have to have a monumental, historic rise for us to mess this up, and we're not doing that. Not this year. Not this year, Mike.
Right. Just one more thing. We got to go through the roster and see who actually been to the playoffs, who actually won a division before on any team. You know what I'm saying? I got to go through it, because some of these players need to learn how to win.
Yeah.
It's learning how to win and learning how to win consistently. That makes a good football team. Some of these guys, this is their first time to get a little taste of success. You know, so we got to go through that roster, man. Comb that roster out and see who are the guys that can really show them a championship pedigree. You know what I'm saying? How to lead and how to win week in and week out, no matter who we playing. So hopefully over this bye week we get this ship right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got to right this ship, man. And it starts right now, man. For real, this is a pivotal point of the season right now, because it's not going to get easier from here on out.
No.
So that's my last word, man. We got to get it. Hope players only mean better been taking place at some point between this week and next week.
I agree, man. I believe in Michael Turner, what he's saying. I believe in Falcons. Still, hey, you know what? Hey, we lost. We lost bad. Right? Those things happen. We're gonna be okay. Don't you jump off the bandwagon, because you try to jump back on. Hey, we ain't gonna let you. It's gonna be doors closed. So don't jump all the way off and then come on when we win a couple games. It was good. It was embarrassing. It was bad. It was ugly. It was ill. But we're gonna be okay. These things happen. Hopefully not too often. Right. So y'all keep on watching, supporting, subscribing. We appreciate y'all. Believe in Falcons. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Believe in Falcons, baby.